Yo, what's good? Welcome back to another JARRYD HAYNE Beer Pro video. We're in round 22 going up against some pretty stiff competition this time around against the Melbourne Storm, who are currently coming 6th. Even though they're not in the top 4 right now, they're usually pretty hard to play against. Terrible conditions for footy as it's pouring down. Looking at the lineup, so Melbourne's got a pretty stacked team. As for us, once again our coaches opted to go with different halves. Cameron Cullen and Kane Algie are the major changes to our lineup. Storm pretty much have their real life team except for Cameron Smith, so he must be injured. They've got enough Alessia in there. We'll be starting off with the ball. On the attack, Harrell gets wrapped up on the 30. Third tackle for us. Actually, it's the 4th tackle here. We call for it in the pocket. Kick towards the corner. It's going to be a pretty decent kick. We get the 40-20. Algie with the tap here. Passes to Bird. Takes it to the line. Tackled about 5 out. In a great position to score here. Goes to Cullen. We call for the pass from Passy and we get wrapped up. Third tackle for us. A bit of ball movement from the AI. Outside, inside. Back on the 4th. We call for it here. Throw a dummy to Hoffman. Throw a short ball to McQueen and he's going to hit the line and drive over for the first try of the game. We could chalk that up as another try assist for us. As we get to the conversion here, it's going to be Bird taking the kicks. And he gets the first one. Fairly simple. Up by 6. Melbourne on the attack here. Gets past 1. Gets past 2. Finally wrapped up by 2 players. Last tackle for them. Goes to Kronk. Puts a grubber through. It's a nothing kick. Pretty much grabbing it straight to us there as we take the return. We're about 19 out. Shift the ball to Hoffman. Gets held up in a tackle and he's going to get the ball stripped from him. Great play by Proctor there. Melbourne back on the attack through Green. Gets past 2 tackles once again. And it's going to take 2 to stop him once again. Attacking the short side. Through the hands to Vunivalu. Back in field. Passes to Seliwini. He's going to drive over and score Melbourne's first try. Like I was saying before, Melbourne's a bit of a handful on attack, throwing the ball around and breaking tackles more than usual as they convert the kick through Cooper Cronk. So we finally get ball in hand, returning it here, we get a hit in a solid tackle. Huge hit on halfway. Second tackle for us, running onto it. Throw a dummy, get past 1, and we're wrapped up. 4th tackle, we're running onto it here. We try and wrap to create the overlap, but it doesn't quite work out. Pass it to Hoffman in space, but he gets tackled there. 31 meters out from their line. 5th and last, we're going to call for it. Haven't got much options, so we decide to put up a high ball, and it's going to get taken cleanly there by Bromwich. 3rd tackle for Melbourne, they go to Vunivalu on the short side, gets past 1, and we wrap him up about 35 out. Seliwini goes for a short side scoop, and we drive him out here. I think that might have been the first time I did that with JARRYD HAYNE. As we take a look at the halftime stats, it's a super close game. I think Melbourne performed better than us. They've broken the line more times and they've missed less tackles. Back in the second half here, set to return a kick. We get past 1, step past another, and we make it into their half. Second tackle, pass to Hoffman. He angles out and passes back in field. 5th and last for us, we put up the high ball, it's a little too deep. Made it too easy for Munster to take it in goal. Melbourne back on the attack here. We put a huge hit on Finucane. Stop them on halfway. They shift it wide. Bromwich in some space here. We're there to recover. And we wrap them up 30 out from our line. They shift it to Vunivalu in space, this time once again on the left. And we make a beautiful try saver. Last ditch dive. Goes to Green, puts up the high ball. They've got McLean under it. I don't know who's there to contest, but McLean takes it cleanly. And he's going to drive over and score Melbourne's 2nd try. And they take the lead here. An easy conversion for Kronk as they go up by 6. Back with Melbourne here. They got us on the back foot. Munster makes a break and he gets tackled there. Back on the 4th, they go to Harris running onto it. And we're there to stop him from scoring the try. 5th and last for Melbourne. Goes to Kronk, he puts a nice grubber through, and they're going to get the repeat set. Back on the last, they put another grubber through. We call for the pass and we just go straight through the hole here. We're about to go coast to coast. We've got Munster on our tail. He's not going to catch up. We're going to close the gap under the post and we're going to tie it up here. A crucial try going into the last 2 minutes of the game. Back with Bird for the kick, and as you'd expect, he nails it from right in front. So we got a tie ball game here. Drawing past to Hoffman and we both get smashed. So that's regular time done and dusted. We're about to head into Golden Point. I'm not too surprised. I figured it would be a close game, and sure enough, we're heading into Golden Point with the score locked at 12-all. As we drop the ball under to McQueen. Takes it 35 out. They're shifting the ball here to Hoffman. He gets taken just before our 40 there. We're not making much ground, so I try and kick to the corner, but I actually kick it into a Melbourne player and they get the ball basically inside our 30 here. Pretty much in the field goal territory, and that's what I was expecting for this whole set. Trying to be the marker for the whole set, but I kept getting pushed back. As they make ground here, 5th and last. Vunivalu's in off the wing and I'm thinking that they're going for a field goal, but he puts up the high ball and it's up to the AI to defuse it, and unfortunately we lose the game there. The last try scored by Matthew White, 4-timer Amy Parkin with 4 to the Melbourne Storm in the Golden Point extra time. As we take a look at the full-time stats here, we do pick up man of the match, and as always guys, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.
You say that I've changed, and maybe I have, but you a dime, babe. So change ain't always bad, but I always seem to lose it as soon as I get it. Now these women in these days, I ain't been of how I spit it, so